What's up, guys? It's your boy. Now, not only am I here to do a show, but I'm here to address a very real issue that I am currently dealing with. Something that is no joke. It's something that is very real and not funny. Something that I'm not okay with that has happened. Now, I'm not saying any names. I will not say any names. Why? Because out of respect for a friend of mine, I promised him that I wouldn't mention the person's name. Now, this person I've been friends with outside of YouTube, on Facebook, and on YouTube for quite some time, for quite a few years. Now, you guys are probably asking, who is it? Like I said, out of respect for one of my mods that's a very dear friend of mine that I just spoke with, I'm not saying the person's name. Now, when I see this show up, they better show up. But the person, if they do show up, getting their wrench snatched. And they're getting banned from this channel forever. Why? Because they fucking tricked me into doing something that I normally would never, ever, ever do. One, they hacked my Facebook and got a hold of certain items. Yeah, they're leaving me alone. Yeah. But like I said, these people got a hold of certain photos, items, if you will. Now, what they did with these certain photos is sickening. They decided to go onto the Discord server that I was part of and spread them around and started laughing. Now, let me tell you right now, motherfuckers, and I know all you that were in that community are watching right now. You think it's funny doing what you did to me? And Marty, you and I both know who I'm talking about, so don't you dare say a fucking word. Now, to this person, I have this to say. You think what you did is funny? Like, do you get a kick out of this shit? Do you get a kick out of making people look bad? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one you've done this to. And no, it wasn't Jasmine. Matter of fact, I know it wasn't her. And how do I know? I'm not saying a goddamn thing. I know damn well it wasn't her. I'm not stupid. But Marty, you sent this person something. And you can't deny it either. So don't play coy, man. You know damn well you sent this certain person I'm speaking of, whose name I will not mention, certain items pertaining to me. Now, to this person that has been sitting there and attacking me and pretending to be my friend all these years, I hope you know, bitch, that you're gonna get yours. And I'm not playing. You know, I came here onto this platform to build a community of people who actually back me up, of people who actually give a fuck about me, people like Jasmine who actually give a fuck about what I do. Now, to this person that I am speaking about, why don't you bring your ass up on here into the chat and stop hiding and watching like a bitch? Because I know you're watching. I'm not dumb. Why don't you bring your fucking ass up into here, into this chat, so I can get rid of your fucking snake ass? And see, and that begs the question, who do I trust if I can't trust a community of people that I thought had my back, especially on Discord? How do I know that I can trust the people that stand behind me after this incident happened? It's honestly sickening to see a community of people Discord that say they rock my shit, that say they support my shit, yet they turn around and try to make a mockery of me. They sit there and they trick me. And I find it funny. I find it pretty fucking ironic because you think that leaking out certain photos of me is going to embarrass me and is somehow or other going to, destroy my career. But the truth is, it isn't. And you want to know why? Because it only affects me if I let it. And guess what? You can pass those photos around all you want. I don't give a fuck. You can make fun of me. You can say I'm this, say I'm that. I don't give a fuck. Because you want to know something? At the end of the day, as long as I'm doing my music, and as long as I got people that actually give a fuck about what I do, nothing you say or do will affect me. You can sit there and run your mouths about me all you want. You can talk shit. Hell, you could be like that punk ass bitch Tyler NY who I schooled earlier. You could be like him, run your mouth, say that you're a hard ass, think that you're better than me. But the truth is, everyone that was in that community is nothing more than a fucking scumbag. You think that what you do is funny, that what you do is okay. But what you fail to realize, what you truly fail to realize, is that there are real people involved when you do this shit. There are real lives and real feelings involved. But do you give a fuck? No, you don't. And you want to know why? Because you're sick, twisted freaks. All you give a fuck about is attacking people. That's all you give a fuck about. Is attacking people, belittling people, making others look bad, so that you can gain some sort of troll fucking props. And let me tell you motherfuckers right now, matter of fact, one of y'all is in the chat right now. I see you, motherfucker. So let me tell you right now, YouTube is PooTube. I know you're in that community, motherfucker. And trust me when I say, you ain't shit compared to me. And if you think that I'm going to let certain photos of me being leaked out get to me, you're wrong. And you want to know why, motherfucker? You want to know why I'm not going to let it get to me? Because I'm better than that. Yeah, I can go off on a wild tangent and kick ass and do whatever. But you know what? I'm not letting it stop me. Why? Because I don't have time for petty motherfuckers like you that want to attack and try to make me look bad and try to make me out to be a joke. You think I'm going to let some bullshit like that and ignorance like that affect me? Truth is, I'm not letting it affect me at all. But I will say this. You motherfuckers that are part of that community, you better watch your back because now you got somebody looking who can and will bring you down at the drop of a hat. Just ask Young Fox and his community. Ask what happened with him. He hasn't showed up. Matter of fact, he's been done with since last year. Ask people like Big Will, the Bender Boys, the Juggernaut. What happened to all of them when they crossed my path? They got destroyed. They got taken down. So believe me when I say I'm not the person that you want to underestimate or fuck with. You think that I ain't got power behind me? That I ain't got people that actually give a fuck about me as a person? You think that I ain't got the power to bring down a motherfucker that tries to screw with me in the wrong way? Well, let me tell you right now, you're sadly mistaken. And let this be a warning to any motherfucker that gets the notion to try to fuck with me. Don't do it because it's not going to end well for you at all. You think that you can just waltz up, pretend to be my friend, and then sit there and attack me behind my motherfucking back? Well, that's where you're dead wrong. Finally, the dead fox returns. Hey, yo, Fox, how's that little whore Tyler of yours? Has he been sucking your dick? Or is it the other way around? Nah, just playing, man. But seriously, though, man, how's that little whore of yours, Tyler, and why? How's he doing? I know he's got to be pretty damn sore after I destroyed his ass. Both in Discord and on here. I didn't say you did, now did I? But I do know that you talked to him. But like I said, dude, how's your little slut? How's your little slut, Tyler Fox? How's your little boyfriend? I bet he's pretty sore after I kicked his fucking ass. But like I said, to the main motherfuckers of that certain community, I hope you know that I'm coming for every last one of you motherfuckers. Like I said, I'm not saying no names. Out of respect for a very good friend of mine, I refuse to say any names. But all I got to say is that community better watch their fucking ass, because guess what? I'm going to make it known that what you guys do is fucked up and wrong. I will make it known that you guys are nothing more than a bunch of cyber bullies that like to make fun of people just for your own selfish pleasure and gain. And if you don't think I have that kind of power, try me. Do you not realize that I'm part of some of the biggest groups in the world on Facebook? Do you not realize that I'm part of some of the biggest Juggalo communities in the fucking world? Do you not realize that I'm part of a whole lot of communities that don't take kindly to what you did? Or do you not give a fuck? And not just that, but I have a bunch of other YouTubers that are very good friends of mine that will destroy you and everything you stand for, including you, Bloated Kiki. By the way, Bloated, nice try on that fucking diss track, but you failed. As always. And by the way, Bloated, you're just like every other motherfucking troll up on here. You're a waste of motherfucking space. You ain't got nothing better to do with your time than to run your motherfucking mouth like a little bitch hiding behind a fucking mask. Like, you seriously think hiding behind a ski mask makes you scary or intimidating? It doesn't. It makes you look like a fucking idiot. See, unlike you, I don't need to hide behind a mask. Unlike you, I don't have to troll people to get somewhere. Oh, my boy James is doing great, dude. He's doing real good. He's fucking kicking it right now. He's doing good. Matter of fact, I just spoke to him earlier today. He's actually doing good. I'll let him know you said what's up. But like I said, to this certain community, you think that I'm a joke. You can make me out to be a joke all you fucking want. You can sit there and attack me, spread those certain photos of me around, laugh at them all you want. But at the end of the day, what you do doesn't affect what I do. It doesn't affect who I am as a person. It doesn't affect what I do as an artist. It doesn't affect what I do as an entertainer. But what it does do is make you guys look like a bunch of pitiful fucking assholes who, honestly, I almost feel sorry for. I honestly almost feel sorry for you. Because all you do is talk shit, run your mouths, blame others. You like to sit there and pretend, oh, it wasn't me, it was this person. Gigs up, motherfuckers, you're caught. Hashtag team, guess what? I fuck with that, timekeeper. I fuck with that. So, like I said, to this certain community that I was part of, I hope you know that you're going to get yours, and I'm going to destroy every last fucking one of you. Now, to this certain person, if they do decide to show up, I want y'all to fucking let me know. Because the minute that she does, And yes, it's a she, but I'm not saying who. But the minute that she does, guess what? Ban, bitch. If you think I'm playing and I'm going to let you guys get away with this, you're sadly mistaken. Because if there's one thing I won't stand for, it's a fucking bully. And that's exactly what everyone you in that fucking community are. You're bullies that like to feed on other people, that like to prey on the weak, that like to destroy and hurt others. Well, guess what? You met your match, motherfuckers. Because I ain't playing around. Like I said, you can make fun of me all you want, but the truth is, I'm the one that you cannot get rid of. Every time you guys try to get rid of me, what happens? I come back stronger and better than before. I come back 10 times better than what I used to be. And if you think for a second that I'm just going to sit by and let you motherfuckers keep doing this to other people like myself, you're dead ass wrong. And honestly, I don't even fucking like Suplex City vlogs, especially after what he did, talking about Jamie and her subs the day that she passed. Even that fat fuck doesn't deserve that. Even that fat ass doesn't deserve to get bullied like you guys did to him. I was up in that server and I saw everything you said to him, about me. You guys think it's funny picking on somebody that has special needs? Let me tell you right now, I might not like Suplex because of what he did, but let me tell you right now, no one deserves the humiliation that you guys gave him. No one deserves to be attacked. And whether I like the kid or not, I don't give a fuck. I will stand up for somebody like Suplex, who's a special needs kid, far before I'll ever stand up to any motherfucker that wants to be a fake fan or a fake friend. Because let me tell you something. I'd rather stand up for somebody that's done something wrong and can atone for it, rather than stick up for somebody that has what you guys have, which is a fucking ego issue. I would rather stand up for somebody with special needs than to stand beside a bunch of fake ass motherfuckers that want to attack people for no reason. And like I said, whether you love me or hate me, I don't give a fuck. I stand up for what's right, and what is right is not letting motherfuckers like you guys in that community bully somebody who has special needs. Because guess what? I used to be that kid. All right? I used to be that special needs kid back in high school. I used to be that kid that got bullied, beat up, made fun of. I used to be that kid that got picked on every fucking day, thrown into lockers, beat up on a daily basis, having to fight back when I didn't want to, having to have other people stand up for me. I used to be that kid. That used to be me. And you want to know something? When I gathered enough strength to start fighting back in every way that I could, I did so. And you want to know why? because I refuse to stand by and watch kids with special needs get bullied around by a community like that. Like I said, Suplex deserved what he got. I'll admit that out publicly, like what Bloated did and what everybody else did, and what Classic did. I'll admit he did deserve that. But for you guys to sit there and belittle him so bad, the way that you guys did in that community, was sickening. And no one, and I mean no one, deserves that. Ever. Yabs, if you message me on Instagram, I'll fill you in on what's going on. But to the motherfuckers that want to bully me, thinking that you're going to get away with it, you're wrong. You really think that you're going to get away with this? You're wrong. Because guess what? When I decided to step up and become the voice for the special needs community, that included me doing what's right and standing up for them and doing what I have to do to defend them, even if I don't like them or necessarily like what they did. At the end of the day, special needs people are people too, and they all deserve respect. Because you want to know something? Special needs people have a bigger outlook on life than most people will ever have in their entire lives. And you want to know why? Because half of them, like myself, face challenges every day. See, while I face the Grim Reaper every day and survive, while I stand face to face with death every fucking day in my life, while I stand face to face with death every fucking day, there are kids fighting for their lives, even right now, that are special needs, fighting a battle that no one should have to endure. And you think I'm just gonna sit by and let some punk motherfuckers like you bully someone around like that? Hell no. Not happening. Because let me tell you right now, even if I lost all my subscribers overnight, would I give a fuck? No. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm still gonna do the right thing and stand up for people like that and be the voice for people that are special needs. Because like I said, growing up as a kid, I was that kid. I was different. I was that kid that got bullied and beat up and picked on for my size. But you know what? All those motherfuckers that ever bullied me, guess what happened? They don't fuck with me anymore. And if you think I'm gonna let some motherfuckers like you bully someone like me around, you're dead wrong. And if you think for a second I'm gonna let you bully somebody like Suplex City Vlogs around, you're dead ass wrong. Because you know something? Y'all motherfuckers don't know him like I do. Yeah, he may have done some fucked up shit that ain't cool. I'll admit that. But you wanna know something? Outside of all that, he's actually a really cool kid. He really is. Me and him have hung out on Xbox many a times. I've spoken with his family. I've hung out with his family. He's genuinely a really good kid. He doesn't mean to do the shit that he does. He gets overly excited, just like anybody would. That kid, he went from no subs to a very small sub count. And now look at him. He's over 1,000 subs strong. And I gotta hand it to the kid. There's not many people like that can do that. Hell, take a look at me. I look weird as fuck, and I'm not afraid to admit it, but you know what? I'm still doing good. I'm still standing strong. But at the end of the day, who are you to judge whether somebody is a good person or not? Yeah, I know this might affect my sub count, but you know what? I'd rather my sub count be affected than to not stand up for what's right and defend somebody who's got special needs against a community of fucking assholes that want to not only try to make me look like a fool and make me out to be a joke, but against a community that wants to pick on other people that are weaker than themselves. And let me tell you right now, when I took that oath to be the voice of the special needs community, when I took that oath to be an online volunteer for the nonprofit organization Operation Smile, I took that oath very serious. Because if there's one thing I hate more than anything, is seeing a kid that has special needs, especially somebody like Suplex, who's just genuinely doing what he loves, getting bullied and picked on. And if you don't like what I have to say, I don't give a fuck. Because nobody deserves to get picked on. Not me, not Suplex, nobody of YouTube has given him. Yes, I'll admit I said some shit that was fucked up. I'll admit that. But I only aimed it at what he did after Jamie's death. I didn't go around running my mouth about him after that. I kept my mouth shut. Why? Because no one deserves that. At all. You know, what I want to know is what happened to this YouTube community. What happened over the last 15 years, over the last 20 years? You know, back when I first started YouTube, it was never like this. It was never this bad. Back then, people had respect for each other. Back then, people never bullied anyone. We all came together and did our own thing. We helped each other out. What happened to that? What happened to the days where YouTubers used to show support for each other and not fuck with anybody? What happened to that, huh? What happened to the days where people used to come together and help other people and not bully them based on their looks, how they are, how they act? What happened to that? Yes, as I said, what Suplex did was fucked up. I will admit that 100%. I mean, not being worried about your friend's death, but worried about the sub count from that person, I'll admit, that was wrong. Yes. I will admit that 100%. And he knows he was in the wrong. He gets that. But what he doesn't get is why you motherfuckers keep on making memes about him like you do me. Why you keep attacking him like you do me. He's just a kid trying to get by, doing what he loves. And I gotta hand it to the kid. I'm fucking proud of that kid. And you wanna know why? You wanna know why I'm proud of Suplex? Because he did the one thing that not many like him have the balls to do. He did the one thing not many like him have the courage to fucking do. He stood up and he stood out. He had the courage to put himself out there. And look what happened. He made a career for himself, just like I'm doing now. So I'll be damned if I let any motherfucker bully that kid or me around ever again. So to any motherfucker out there, whether you're in the chat, whether you're watching this from wherever and not saying anything, let this be a warning to you. That I will not stand by and let you get away with this. I will not stand by and let anyone fuck with people like myself or Suplex ever again. And if you got a problem with that, then guess what? Leave. Get the fuck out. Because I don't have time for hatred. I only have time for positivity. I don't have time for negativity. And if you think for one moment I'm just going to stand by and let it happen, you're sadly mistaken. Because, like I said, growing up as a kid, my life was hell. Exactly, Jasmine. I agree 100%. See, Jasmine knows what's up. Speaking of Jasmine, what's good? Sorry I didn't catch you there earlier. But like I said, growing up as a kid, my life was a living fucking hell. Every day I walked out that door and went to school, I got bullied, beat up. Hell, there were a couple times I almost ended up in the hospital because of bullies, because of people that wanted to attack me, because of people that thought it'd be funny to pick on the little guy. You know, let's pick on the little guy. Let's pick on the slow kid. Let's pick on the kid who looks weird. That was me. I was that kid that got bullied and picked on, not just because of how I look, not just because of my size, but because of how I am in general. And like I said, when I finally came of age to where I could start fighting back, guess what happened? I started fighting back because one day I was in high school. I was getting ready for class, and there was these basketball players that just hated me for whatever reason. And I've dealt with these guys before, you know, the typical high school bully. But this one day, this one particular day, they really pushed me over the edge. You know what they did? I was grabbing my messenger bag and getting ready to go to class. I just put my messenger bag over my shoulder and was getting ready to walk to class. They started pushing me around. I told them many times that they needed to just leave me alone so I can go to class. And what did they decide to do? They decided to take my messenger bag, rip it off me. Now, one of the basketball players decided to get ballsy. He decided to lift me up off the ground, tried to take lunch money from me, tried to make me feel scared. But what did I do? At that point, I had had enough of being bullied around. So you know what I did? I let him pick me up off the ground. And you know something? I gave him a fair warning to let me go and to put me down. And you know what I did when he didn't do it? I put that motherfucker on his goddamn back. I lifted my legs up and I pushed out on that motherfucker as hard as I could. And when he hit that ground, I got on top of him and I started beating the living shit out of him. I left him with a broken nose and a bloody lip. And you want to know why? Because he fucking deserved it. And guess what? Not a single fucking person gave a shit. Why? Because they saw what he did. They saw him pick me up and hold me against the locker above the ground. So if you think for a second that I'm someone to take lightly just because of my size, let me tell you right now, motherfuckers, don't let my size fool you. I'm maybe 5'3", believe me when I say I'm more of a fighter than any motherfucker in the goddamn world. I have way more heart than any of you motherfuckers that like to bully people. And you want to know something? There's no way in hell I back down from anyone. And no, it's true, Crack Joint. I actually am 5'3". I actually am 5'3". But like I said, motherfuckers, if you really want to pick a fight with somebody, why don't you pick a fight with me? Why don't you come at me? Pick on somebody your own size like me. So for you motherfuckers that want to attack me, go ahead and try, because you will fail. But to everybody that does stand beside me, I want to say thank you right the fuck now. Because everybody that has ever stood beside me, I fucking appreciate every last one of you. And I'm not just saying that either. Fucking real fan, every fucking real supporter, I thank every last one of you. Why? Because that shows me that you stand behind me, what I believe in, what I'm about. And that shows that you ain't about bullying. You ain't about bullshit. You're here to spread positivity and love. You're here to stand against idiots like the people in that community. But to those motherfuckers that want to attack me, all I got to say is this. Bring it, motherfuckers, because I ain't backing down. And every last one of you motherfuckers that want to attack can fuck off, because I ain't having it.